Hey, my memory card quit on me. Okay, we're back here looking at the branch that flows through this area, and it goes on down and runs into another tributary and follows its way on down to the main creek that runs through this area. But when they did the bulldozing around here, we've got a natural berm around this side to keep the water from coming into this little spot right here, and we've got this area cleared out right here. I've got a sinkhole right here where we're gonna put our fire pit at, right there. That's just temporary. I'm gonna work on that later today and take that all out and rebuild it. And we gotta clear some of this other area out, expand this a little bit. Right in here next to this tree, I have a portable hammock stand that I have worked on and got it where it is deployable. So I'm going to bring it down and set it up here permanent so I can just come in and snap my hammock up and I'm ready to camp. Also over in this area, after we get a little more clearing done and I can get a little work done on this tree over here, I'm going to build a small 12 by 16 deck, because I've got a 12 foot kind of a teepee lodge tent that I got from Sportsman's Guide, and I'm going to put it up over in this area over here. It won't be permanent, but it'll be set up so we can get it up really quickly. Got some old concrete laying in here. If you can see down through that area, there is a natural game trail where the deer and stuff come through this part of the area. And back over in this area here, we're gonna clean this out. Not too much, get the poison ivy down, and there's quite a few trees over in this area where we can set up attachment points so we can put hammocks up and hammock camp back in this area over here. But I'm back in here right now out of the sun. It's probably 20 degrees cooler back in here than it is out there where the sun's shining. It's a perfect spot. We've got a really nice canopy that soaks up the sun's rays. And it's going to take a little bit of work, but I think we're going to have a nice place to come and test stuff, and I can share. I'm a water treatment technician, and I'm going to do a lot of videos on how to treat water out here in the wilderness. So that's going to be one of the main thrusts of my channel. We're also going to make a trail up to the field up there. I got the area up there mowed, and we'll go up and look at it here in a minute. But I wanted to come down and kind of show you where the main thrust of our endeavor is going to be. We got a lot of hanging limbs and stuff that we got to clean up, and so we got to get a fire pit built. I'm not sure that table's going to stay there. May have to build a couple more. It seems like you get a table out where you're at, and it's supposed to be a table so you can prepare food and stuff on it, and it ends up collecting junk. So see, the sun's kind of shining down in that area over there where the game trail goes. I've got some logs I got to clear out so we can get through there. I got to be real careful because poison ivy's not my friend, and my buddy Rich, he can kind of work his way around it and don't bother him too much. So he's going to do all that clearing as we get time. Okay, well, I'm going to go back up to the pond dam and walk around and kind of show you the rest of this stuff. We'll head up here and look around a little bit more as we go. Gonna show you the honey locust tree. We've got a really nice honey locust here. You can tell it by the seed pods, if you can see these or not. The deer love them, plus it's got some really big thorns on there. Natural fish hooks. We'll probably make some fish hooks and some other stuff out of these thorns on the dead branches. Make a little thing about that later on. Probably could even make some primitive sewing needle out of them. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm going to try to watch the time. I don't want to make these over 10 or 12 minutes long. And I'll make 3 or 4 attempts at this. Hopefully I'm not shaking the camera too much. I'm not used to doing this yet. Coming around the tree line and getting up here on the dam of the pond. Got some deer bones laying there. A view of the pond as we go down through here. It's a pretty good view of the pond from this angle. We haven't, I've got to get the water tested in this pond. There doesn't appear to be any fish in it. And there wasn't anybody back here for years, so I don't know if there's a chemical issue or if they just died out and they didn't come back. So we're probably going to try this fall to catch a bunch of small stuff and put in here and see if we can get something going. There's lots of Osage orange back here. Back at the very back where we used to have our other campsite. It's the back of the farm is a hedgerow all the way across with quite a few walnut trees and hickories, and there's oaks back here. I can remember when I was I'll show you this in a minute. I remember when I was a kid, when we come back, had pasture back here. This huge oak tree I'm coming up on here in a minute. It is fell down. I cut up a lot of it for firewood last year, but everything's got away from me, and I have to wait till fall till I can get in here and get the rest of that cut up. But it was the only tree back here for a long time, back when I was young and things were the way they were back then. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off and get a shot here of where we're gonna be walking down. This is the very back of the farm. That's the field going around the tree line there. I'm going to stop this and restart it so it has part 3.